So using imaginary numbers, you can actually factor a sum of two squares. You can't do this with real numbers, right? Because you can only do a difference of two squares, but you can do a sum of two squares with imaginary numbers. So we're first going to talk about it generically. So x squared plus y squared. You've got two square numbers getting added. Rewrite that plus y squared as minus a negative y squared. And then instead of minus y squared, take that negative 1 out. So it's negative 1 times y squared. That negative 1 will then, well, since negative 1 is I squared, when you take a square root of negative 1, you'll get I. So the factors of x squared plus y squared are x plus yi and x minus yi. Let's take a look at it now in terms of real numbers. If you have 12x squared plus 3, first of all, that's not a sum of squares, but it does have a GCF. So you take the GCF of 3 out first. Now you've got 4x squared plus 1. That is a sum of squares. We're going to turn 1 into I squared, minus I squared. All right. And then when you do a difference of two squares with that, you end up with 2x plus I and 2x minus I. Right, and 3 is still one of the factors. So the factors are 3, 2x plus I, and 2x minus I. All right, let's try a couple of these together. Well, try a couple of these, pause it, and then come back and I'll explain it. So for part A in purple, you have 4x squared plus 25. We're going to change plus 25 into negative 25i squared. The negative 25i squared, you can now take a square root of it. So you're going to end up with 2x plus 5i and 2x minus 5i. 8y squared plus 18, you can take a GCF of 2 out first. You have 4y squared plus 9. That 9 can change to minus 9i squared. And then when you factor this difference of squares, you get 2y plus 3i and 2y minus 3i. All right. Let's take a look at the last example.